All right, what's good, man? It's PR Corey back at it again. To everybody who has been hearing about my most recent video as far as what I've been showing, this is your chance now. We're just going straight and direct. This is your chance now. I'll be up here no more than I know for a fact no more than 3 hours because it's all I got left in this time for the StreamYard thing. But I'll be up here and waiting in the background for anybody to come through because I know I have people who have questions regarding, what I've been showing. It's really easy and simple to comprehend, but for whatever reason, flat earthers are making, you know, making it seem like nothing is, there to see in the first place. Eric Deep said, bro, that shit was crazy. It was crazy, bro. It really was, man. It really was. I wasn't even looking in the comment section to be honest. When I was I ain't went back to the video to look in the comment section. I was 100% focused the whole time, or trying to be at least. They didn't hear you asking for help, man. Like, man, it's crazy, but it's all right. It's all good. I'm trying to reach to the people that I can reach. It's more of a personal thing. I could tell that it was more of a personal thing because one thing I can tell you for sure is that I see that Sanchez could not handle me 1-on-1. Even when I brought up the debate that I did beat him in, he even admitted that I had him. I don't want to hear no playing on his end. No playing around as the words. He admitted it. That I beat him on that debate. He knows it, and that's why he deleted that video. And he acted like he was confused about what I was talking about. That's what was so funny. He said that he never mentioned 45 degrees and stuff. Man. I'm gonna pull up. I could pull up the video. Really, I could. All of that stuff that he was saying, I could do. I just don't want to be silly because I ain't really focused on him. Like I said, I'm really honestly, like I told that dude, I'm moving on. I don't want to mention him no more. It's just the big elephant that's in the room. He sat up and said that he didn't mention 45 degrees in his recent videos when dude literally did that when he was talking about I didn't make my videos for no reason. And there was people who heard the same thing that I heard. Uh, but it's all good though, because like I say, I'm moving on and I ain't tripping on dude. He gonna do what he gonna do. And furthermore, they gonna hear what they gonna hear and make out what they gonna make out. But what I will pull up, uh, and I realize a lot that people is only, people only temporary. It's very rare you're gonna feel or come across solid. You know what I'm saying? People who ain't playing out here. I'm pulling this drive up right now. All right. Ross said, I see you. Shout out to you. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the comment section the whole dang on time when I was live over there. That's the funny thing about it. It was after it. That's when I got in the comment section and comment. But this is what I'm saying. I'll go to the internet too now. Because I know it was what I wrote up there at the top that really had them. Uh, and they was trying to force me to say whether I was a flat earther or a globe earther. When I done heard them same cats, especially you know who, get on there and say that's really the most realistic position that you could be in is being in the position of I'm not either or. That's the most realistic you can be in. And the fact is that is, yeah, we witness that we on a flat level surface around us as far as our eye can see and everything. But once you take into account the fact that when you zoom in on any sphere heavy enough, a sphere is made of planes. And I'll pull up that stuff. I'm not just making up that stuff. These cats got to learn more about geometry, but I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying that I'm open to actually admit that I'm figuring it out, and at least I'm doing the work to figure it out. I'm drawing out something that's going to help me figure it out. You know, now what I was saying was that all of these lines on the flat Earth, they would be pointed to what? They'd be pointed to nothing. And on this ring right here, that those lines would be pointed to this ice wall, which they say is right here. If it is a finite flat Earth. That's why I was asking them that's why I asked every question that I asked for a reason. I asked them directly and specifically first, what is the best map, the most accurate map for flat Earth? Because they have to have one. Because guess what? If I ask globe earthers what is their most accurate map, they at least they can actually give me a map, which would be Google Earth. And and when I say a map, I'm talking about as far as a world scale. Because when you basically all a map is a drawing of direction of an actual of Terra. That's which is the Earth. That's all it is. And when you draw a map, it can be literal. You got different type of maps in that and everything out here. Topographical maps. You got different type of maps, satellite maps, and it just happens to be that a satellite map would be a map that's literally like a picture. You take a picture of what it is that and you make your directions out of that. Well, that's what should be able to happen on any Earth, period. And that's what basically should be going on here. The flat Earth. If the Earth is freaking flat, what would the Earth look like if you zoomed all the way out of the Earth and was looking at the Earth? It should be like this. That's why I asked them the question. What is the most accurate map? They want to come up with excuses that there will never be an accurate map or 100% accurate map. Well, at least when I'm on Google Earth and I zoom in on Google Earth, I can actually even start to go on that. You can go from Google Earth directly to Google Maps and start using the freaking Earth that they give you for directions. What has any flat earther produced? You know, because guess what? As they say, they tell us specifically. And he even said it in the video. He brought it up when I was speaking and cutting me off and stuff. He said it himself. At the end of the day, so you got to lead a ground. So you think you got to lead a ground in order to know what the Earth looked like, which is not what I was concluding to say in that context. I wasn't saying that. That's not at all what I was saying. So obviously, they already know that you don't have to leave the ground in order to map out what it looked like. And if that's the case, shit, you should be able to do that. And they sitting up acting like you can't produce a full map. That's like saying you can take a picture of an arm, but you can't take a picture of a full body and map out a full body. You map out directions on the body. I know that ain't probably the brightest example, but at the end of the day, the point that I'm making is this: where is the real map for flat Earth? And regardless of anything, the southern lines that I'm pointing out, the southern lines that are coming from Nazca will be pointing to absolutely nothing. But on a globe Earth, they wrap back around. And then you got people like Tim who kept on cutting in and saying things like anytime that you take the line, you can take lines on any point and wrap them around to another side of the Earth. It's like they wasn't hearing everything and taking into account everything that I'm saying. And I don't speak from an excuse perspective. I speak from a direct scientific observational perspective. I literally do stuff that I observe. They didn't even listen to me, obviously, when I said these points that were being shown right here on the Earth, as far as wrapping around the ball. I told them that most of the Earth is freaking water. So the fact that the Earth is water, if you go and draw ley lines, can you draw ley lines on water, man? No, you cannot draw ley lines on water. And what I was simply getting at is, where is the biggest pieces of land to where you can create or draw out the diameter of the Earth? First off, let's find even on the flat map right here, which is what I shouldn't be, or could, the crazy thing is I shouldn't be using this, but just for right now, I'm just pointing that out because it's able to be shown because that's just how much water it is. And all I'm saying is showing that's why Sanchez was so one-minded and only thinking that I was saying something about the center, or I was trying to say that Nazca or Angkor Wat is the center of the earth. That I was saying that that's the North Pole. This dude is silly for thinking that because that is not what I was saying. The reason with the wrapping around, because it's all looping back to Tim's point about the lines wrapping around the ball. That's the whole point of figuring out what the earth is. If you're trying to figure out what the earth is, and that's why I put up here exactly what I put, the flat earth, man, and display gnosis of circumnavigation based on what the Nazca was doing. They was figuring that out. And basically the point that you would go in all of them different directions for, that would also help you figure out what shape the earth is all together, whether it is a sphere or what. Maybe they didn't loop back into, and when I question and say what I said about them not looping back up in the same spot, maybe that's for that specific reason in itself, that they didn't loop back 100% to the same exact spot. It's pretty hard to, it's almost like playing golf and trying to make a hole in one. It's possible, of course, but I think that what they were doing was literally going around the earth and coming back to the same spot in different directions, literally. And that's part of it, at least at that spot, potentially. I don't know. I'm only speculating on that. But what I am saying definitively is that as far as mapping out the diameter of the earth, you can't do it on too much land. If you go to the middle point and try to find the diameter, which would be the halfway point of the earth, find land where you could, mark that. It ain't too many spots. All of this over here on the flat earth is water. Okay. Most of this is water. And there were plenty lands pointing over here this way on the flat earth. Even over here, I'm focusing on these lines down here going to the south because that's what factually points out what I'm saying. But even on this point on the flat earth, the reason why I'm focusing on the southern lines is because it doesn't matter what map that you use as far as a flat map. The point is, when you put those lines over a flat map, or this compass over a flat map to show exactly what they, the directions and where the lines go on a flat map, whatever the correct flat map may be, the southern lines will be going off into nothing. That's just a fact on a flat map. And and the question is whether it's infinite, which is what flat earthers, want to debate amongst other flat earthers, whether it's infinite or finite. Okay, well, if it's finite and we entrapped in this ice wall and shit, then these lines that they drew will be pointing to that freaking ice wall, which is pointless. Okay, pointless. And those lines that are, like I said, up here on these lines will be pointing out up here into the water, and it's nothing in the water over here. On the globe, on the tangent, all of the lines merge up. Yes, like Tim was pointing out, like I even said myself, in the previous video I was saying, and it's not like, sometimes I get my words whenever I'm talking, I don't hear myself and I might throw one word in there and say the exact opposite of what I mean on accident. And sometimes that happens. I said it's not like wrapping rubber bands around a ball. Then after that, about 2 minutes later, I said, basically, when you wrap rubber bands around a ball, because I was originally trying to say it's like wrapping rubber bands around a ball. But literally, that's basically the best way to explain that I get what Tim is saying. Anytime that you wrap a line around a ball or from the same convergence point on one side, you're going to get a mirror convergence point for a sphere on the other side. For a sphere. Okay, I get that. And that's the point. That's what, and it's like it's like they don't get that. But the point is, why go in just one direction? Yes, that'll prove that it's a sphere in one direction, or that it's sphere, that it's possible to do that in one direction. it only makes sense that when you're scientifically figuring something out and experimenting with something to go the other direction as well. And right here is where it lines up at to Angkor Wat, which is the mirror on the other side. Let me go to the recent. So I even started off the stream originally. Dread comes his ass in and he says something. You know, when nobody was talking to him, he comes in and says something about that's not the only map. There's other maps and stuff. And I was already pulling it up. Like I could not even speak. It's like niggas don't know how to shut up. And that's why I don't like niggas like that, bro. And how they act. Because white people, if I was on a white panel, it would not be like that. That's a fact. Let me have been providing my information to FPV now. They probably wouldn't have even cut me off once. That's a fact. Why niggas act stupid? You know, and I wish niggas would hear this. I don't give a damn. That's just factual. You know, them niggas was doing that because they didn't want to hear the truth. And furthermore, they wasn't even pointing out of anybody with eyes to see and ears to hear. At the end of the day, they wasn't arguing anything as far as the main point, the facts that I was pointing out. They never could say anything. The closest person who said anything to it, and the craziest thing, like I just pointed that out about black people and white people, the white person that was on the panel is he wasn't being ignorant and ignoring the question. He actually half-ass answered the question. He said that the lines would be pointing off into Antarctica. But the niggas cut in and they want to, you know, deviate from the whole point, which is proven what I was saying. But before I could get to talking and responding to him, here comes another person cutting in, you know, and people don't want to focus on that. They want to think somebody coming up and being personal and stuff. So I put the compass, the same lines on a flat earth. Notice this line is going up this way, wouldn't even be going directly to the center of the flat earth. Because if this ain't curved, if this is a flat map, which is what FPV flat, you know, so this is a flat map that they use consistently. North ain't going to the North Pole directly in the center because it don't curve up here. South ain't going, you know, all of these lines going south is yes going to Antarctica, but ain't nothing lining up to anywhere particular at all. It's just going everywhere. Just and then this Nazca, like I pointed out, it's already debunked by the fact that this Nazca geoglyph that both of us have been decrypting on his end, he just uses it as a superimposed layout, which, you know, it is what it is. But I debunked that because it's stretched out. Obviously, it's not even based on the square anymore. This central aspect is not based on the square anymore. It's stretched out. So it's not being used correctly based on that default alone. Because if you look at mine, it's consistently based on the square. And then I heard folks over there saying his work, he just trying to promote his work. If I was trying to promote my work, I would have been up there and had my work up there. I didn't even pull my work up. And first off, when I came up there, I was saying myself, man, look, I didn't want to be up here a long time even explaining it. I was just going to show the facts. And, you know, I wasn't really there to 100% debate like that, like I could have. But I was really being weary of that title and everything because the nigga said that he'll allow. Because the fact is, the reason why I say that is because look at what them niggas started saying later on in the freaking video. They started saying, this ain't even about the topic. This ain't even about, you know, I wasn't trying to hear that shit. And that's what I was trying to give nigga. Because at the end of the day, what people ain't realizing, that you probably don't care, people who listen to this, because I know that people will listen. At the end of the day, what y'all not taking into consideration, because I am not you, is that everybody got their own image, okay? And you got niggas out here literally, when they can't defeat you in a debate, they want to try to gang up on you and defeat your image. They want to try to make you mad and delete the videos where you actually come logically, you know, beat them in a debate and act stupid when you bring shit up. Act like they don't know what you're talking about because they know that they'll embarrass themselves because they can't go back and pull up the video. Got lucky that I didn't pull up, which I can, pull up the video where they did just exactly what I'm talking about. I've done it a couple and a few times. Shit ain't hard. I just couldn't find it right then on the panel. I have so much that I'm trying to think about. I was trying to make sure that I already be over here on my own end, forgetting stuff points that I be trying to make on my own end when I'm not on somebody else's panel. What people think is going to be like when I got a crowd of niggas. One nigga can't focus on me one by himself. And I got a crowd of niggas up here. I asked them one question. I told them at the end of the day, I asked y'all one question. What's the most accurate map? See, niggas don't want to speak out when you ask them a direct question. They don't want to answer you when you speak and ask for them a direct question. They don't want to give you a relevant answer. They don't want to then. They want to come in and cut you off later with nonsense. Like Drez was doing when I was speaking about when you take a step up in the air, and then opposed to the ground. This nigga comes in and he asking me, do you think that it's flat or curved? Because these niggas just want a solid point to debate on. When, like I just pointed out, at the end of the day, they the same cats who will say, or at least one of them, the top dog, the one who do Mr. Number One Symbologist and shit, will say that that's the best position to be in. That's the realest position to be in. Is in a position of where I'm not going to look. The fact is, how dumb can you be as a flat earther to sit up and see something like this and hear what I'm pointing out? I'm not speaking any other language. I'm speaking very slow. I'm speaking very direct. Anybody with common sense and anybody who goes against this, you got to be dumb. And I'm just being 100% real. At the end of the day, on any map that you get, that's one map that you see right here. I just showed the Nazca lines. I'm not going to go back and forth through somebody's video over and over again. The lines converge at and cross when you zoom out of what we perceive to be one point, one area, one relative area. At the end of the day, the lines going south on any flat map, on any flat map. I'm repeating that one last time. On any flat map, the lines that those Nazca people drew will be going to nothing at all. And like I pointed out as well, flat earthers have to believe in other lands. Okay, that it's other lands beyond, that's just like believing in planets. It's no different. You don't have any proof that there are other lands. You don't have any proof of an ice wall. Okay, there's something called an ice shelf, which I'm going to say one more time. Just because somebody pull up a video and show where it's a huge or almost 5 minutes long of an ice shelf, of a big old huge ice wall, that don't mean that the whole freaking world got a big ass ice wall around it, because it's something called ice shelves. Think about how huge the Grand Canyon is. It take you a good minute to fly over the Grand Canyon, and that's a fact. And you can do just about the same thing if you covered it with ice. Shit, ain't no telling, So I'm talking about relative to size. I ain't never been to the Grand Canyon, but I'm talking about just what I done seen on camera alone. Now, at the end of the day, apply that to the earth. We're talking about, at least on the globe, what they even tell us, 24,000, the circumference of the earth. Now, apply that to a flat terrain, 24,000 miles. Are you serious? Miles. Like, come on now. You think that, like, like, come on, man. Like, that ain't even, that come on, man. That, like, it ain't no ice wall proof. Okay? And until it is, niggas is tripping. And then beyond that point, there's no proof of other lands as well. That's a grand factor. The point that breaks all is that these lands down here at the south ain't gonna point to anybody, any lands, anything down here, any specific point. Even these on this, pretty much everything over here from this side all the way down here. I mean, everything on the flat earth now on any map, bro. That's one map. And like I said, there are how many flat earth maps are there? Because I only know of this one, and I only know of the one that I just showed, and I also know of the one with other lands, which is pretty much the AE map with some made up lands added around it that nobody has ever seen. Because hey, after all, we ain't never been high enough to see the full Earth anyway, right? Nobody can get up high enough, is what flat earthers will concur, right? So how the hell somebody get up high enough to see other lands, okay, to map out everything, all right? And then from that point, since that's debunked, at the end of the day, what other map is it that I know of besides the other flat Earth map that they try to, draw out half 3D that got a dip in it? It got like a dip in it. It's weird. There's no other flat Earth maps, man. There's no excuse that nobody can make, and that's one point that I want to, really stress right there. All right, I got that pulled up. You did great considering there was a bully pulpit. Yeah, yes, it was a bully pulpit, not spinning. Yeah, I don't know. I see. It's certain things like I'm not going to definitively. And I'm surprised you're still around yourself too. I'm surprised that he said you was unsubscribing and stuff and leaving, and which is fine. Consider the source he's on whatever this thing. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a trip. What do you think about the brother that came in later with the multi-pose theory? I ain't hear nobody say nothing about no multi-pose theory. You know, because after I got off of the show, which that probably happened after I got off of the show or something, because I didn't hear that, but I got off and I didn't listen no more. I unsubscribed from Bro Sanchez. From all of the other channels and shit. Cause at the end of the day, I ain't got time for the bullshit and stuff no more. Cause it's games being played. The Negro act like he don't. When I asked him directly about the 45 degrees stuff, this is why people be thinking that I be hating on a dude and shit. Because when I talk to the dude in person, he want to act like he don't know what I'm talking about. When I could literally go to his videos and show where the dude was sitting up ranking on 45 degrees, talking about rocket ships pointed at 45 degrees. And in the essence, in association with demonism, he was literally talking about demons and demon gods. He literally said that any flying any god that come from the sky and all of this different type of stuff is a fallen angel / demon. The nigga was saying that plain as day. Um, let me what was that? I was finna share something. So this is the flat earth right here. I mean, cause I don't get these niggas. I don't get it. I do not get y'all niggas, and they want to say they don't get the point that I was making. I'm not up nowhere just for no entertainment, and I'm not playing. What other flat earth map is it, man? You seeing the same ones. Like that's why I was saying what I was saying. That's not the correct map. What other flat earth map is it? This says the new standard map, which is the same darn thing. If I apply that same thing, it's the same thing. It's just got different, writing and stuff on it. Like these cats is really tripping, man. See this beyond the ice wall? Like who been beyond the ice wall? Who been up that high in the sky to see this earth? Because you got to have some flight technology that's that high, super darn high. That's a fact. That's a fact. And what time they have flight technology that was that high? Come on now. Like these cats is lost, man. I'm not the one that's off. I'm not the one lost. I'm looking to see like what maps is y'all talk like, and this is what Dread said. It's not the correct map. You know, people probably expect me to pull up the video and stuff like that. I just don't be wanting to hear that nonsense. I don't like to even hear when I got to go off on nobody, man. The shit's like, cause I came up there and I be trying to carry myself in a certain way. Niggas be trying to press you to be out of line with his no talent having ass. Talking about doo-doo ass channel, them doo-doo ass dreads. Boy, I stomp a mud hole in Dread's ass. And tell that nigga that. I don't give a fuck who tell that nigga that. Tell that nigga that, man, I would stomp a mud hole in that nigga fucking ass in real life with his cigarette smoking ass talking shit. All he can do is shoot 9 times out of 10. And we shouldn't even be going to that level of talking on that end. But I'm just being real. I don't like when niggas try to sit up and act disrespectful and act like they can't shut the fuck up when you talking and respect somebody. Niggas really get on my motherfucking nerves. That's real motherfucking talk. Sitting up laughing and kiki and ha ha. Shit funny behind the screen. Like they want, and then they want to proceed the stream to pull up stuff like this. Y'all talking about relevancy. Y'all kept on, and I stayed around for a little while. You know, you talk about relevancy. This shit wasn't like, this was, bro, it wasn't relative to the freaking title, man. But y'all want to get mad at me. I mean, all of these maps look exactly the freaking same. It don't matter what I do. It don't matter where I go. A flat earth map is going to be a flat earth map, bro. That was just an excuse. The niggas and y'all, they feel like, you know, at the end of the day, we know that the people going to rock with what we say because we got the subscribers. We got the influence and shit like that. That's how they feel. That's all right. Niggas is where they at for a reason. And the people who run the world as they do for a reason. Them the people that I'm gonna be working with. They can call it Illuminati. They can, but the same niggas that's acting ignorant with me, I'm gonna be one of them niggas that they gonna claim that like they be these bitch ass niggas be making videos about niggas and talking about who then sold they sold. Can't never keep another man out of their life. I mean out of their down. They hold them. You talking about doo-doo ass channel. They whole fucking channel. You can't go down one fucking strip of their videos where they ain't got another man's name in their title. You go down on my side, and at least I ain't got another man's name in the title unless it's serious, bro. Unless it got to do with what the fuck I'm doing. And I usually don't even go to that stretch. So the same nigga to say that I got a doo-doo ass channel, which I really don't care. Like niggas talk about these, like these channels is connected to you. Like you was born with these channels connected to you. Like these channels can't just be deleted and like they never existed. Like this shit really matter, bro. They'll let you know that these the same type of cats that's focused on popularity. That's all that because he wouldn't be saying that if I had a bunch of people over here supporting my talent and what I'm doing. He wouldn't be saying that same thing. He couldn't say that same thing if I had more than him. He only feel like he can say that because he got more subscribers. It's the same type of niggas who think that they better than somebody because they got more money than somebody, and then want to complain about why the world ain't where it need to be at. Stupid ass niggas, dumb ass niggas, man. Punk ass, bitch ass niggas, you know, to be, sitting up laughing behind the screen. It's all fun and games. It's all good. It's all good. I'm proving your dumb ass wrong right now. You and anybody who rock with you. Where the fuck is the correct flat earth map? I don't see it. I don't see it. Probably laughing right now. Oh, he mad, bro. I ain't even look. I don't care. I'm proving that y'all is the ones wrong. Y'all stupid or something, bro. Look at this. On one end, niggas will use this one to say that about the alternate lands or other lands and stuff like that. Talk about other. Why talk about, and then the same flat earthers will tell other people we don't focus on beliefs. To when they get the debate in the globe earther, we don't focus on beliefs. Shut your dumb ass the fuck up, because you sit up and believe in these other lands and pull up these other lands and shit. If it supports your silly ass argument, then you gonna pull it up. I'm on y'all silly ass, because y'all will pull up and talk about other lands and shit that y'all ain't never been to. You just dumb. Just dumb as a motherfucker. Anybody can make up anything. You'll bite the fish like a bait. I'm sitting up telling y'all ass and proving to y'all ass the essence of circumnavigation through them Nazca lines. And 9 times out of 10, if we had stuff that was taken from us, information that was taken from us, knowledge that was taken from us, which is clearly we went through a dark phase, our people. You know, we can say all that we want to say. The same niggas that say that we ain't, you know, the slave trade, all of this different stuff, and what the boats and stuff ain't real, which can be understood and comprehended and shit. Niggas want to claim every fucking thing fake. If you go back to this nigga Dread, he claimed that every fucking thing fake. The nigga said that the pyramids and all of the stone monuments was fake, but he can't tell you when they was built. He can't tell you how they was built. He can't explain the shit that's underwater. He can't explain the fact that lightning has struck the shit, and he claimed that it's built out of styrofoam. He can't explain why the fuck he sounds stupid as a motherfucker, but he still be talking like he really know what he talking about. And he can't explain that shit. And that's exactly why he don't, that nigga ain't on no real ass shit. That nigga on some fake ass shit. And if anybody is an agent, it's somebody like him. Oh, dumbass dude. Because he was cutting in when shit had nothing fucking to do with him. I don't like niggas like that. Any other time, because the thing is, any other time, this bitch ass nigga wouldn't say nothing when I'm on the panel. If anybody noticed it, but too bad. Another punk ass nigga want to delete videos. You know? So on one end, you got this one, on the other end, you got the other one. Y'all call y'all ass trying to gang up on somebody. That's all this shit is, bro. Yeah. And that's all this show is, the power in one. Cause y'all ain't, bro. Y'all ain't got to do that with too many cats. I'm telling you. All this show is the power in one, and not now one of y'all niggas. The only person who responded to what I said was Tim. All of you niggas ain't say shit in response to what I said. What would be out here? Cause look, it ain't even, look at these lands, man. The lines was going south, and these ain't even particularly pointed, man. Y'all can go on, bro, because them lines go on an infinite map. The fucking lines, the point is they will go on infinitely. Okay? You got to be dumb. Y'all act like y'all don't get it. Okay, all I'm doing is showing you the comparison. If you do it on a flat earth map, the lines from the southern hemisphere ain't gonna go to, they're gonna go off into vast, whatever you want to call it, to nothingness. It ain't gonna work, is all I'm pointing out. If you do it on a globe, it's going to work out. And it's going, so what that this dude Tim was pointing out that you wrap lines around a ball and they always gonna come around to the same point. That's called the diameter. That's how you accurately measure the diameter. Because if you get what I'm saying, if, like, imagine if the earth is not 100% a perfect sphere. You know how that question comes up, whether the earth is a 100% perfect sphere. Well, if you go in one direction, yeah, you might come back and, you know, whatever the case that may be, go in one direction. If you go in the other direction, you know, if you're trying to make sure that it's 100% spherical, going in all directions will help you be able to see that. If you loop back around to the same spot, obviously the measurements are 100% the same exact, you know, approximation. If you get what I'm saying, it's not hard to comprehend. If you loop back around to the same spot like a rubber band would do with wrapping a rubber band around a ball, which is what those lines is, at the end of the day, that would be showing you the shape of the true shape of it. It's like wrapping a net around the earth, which is what the ley lines is, which is why you would tap into the energy of the ley lines in order to be able to, it's a signal. And niggas were sitting up saying stuff about the North Pole and stuff. Like I was saying, I ain't saying that this Nazca's no North Pole. I ain't saying that Angkor Wat is no North Pole. But if this right here is what this is, and then somatics is what it is, this right here, all I'm saying is, if somebody can imagine, all I'm saying is with fractal patterns is when the same pattern builds up one huge pattern and it's all the same image. In other words, if you place, if you zoom in on this, it depends on what the medium is though, because it's other fractal patterns, more so like the sand and stuff, where the patterns make self-similar patterns and everything, like a snowflake or something like this, more so on a square down here in this area. Something like this. Okay, yeah. Now this is somatics right here, different frequencies. Sanchez was saying what he was saying, and what I was saying, bruh, is as far as when you zoom, why would they put the star right there? And when I was showing the geoglyph and everything, actually this is an excellent one. If you was to zoom in on this circle right here, this is one circle, right? Which we can say and act like this where my mouse is at. This one small circle that you see right here, we could act like this is where Nazca / South America is at in this instance. Either one of these, it don't matter. But if you zoom in on that, that's on what? One part of the earth. Dang it. That's on one part of the earth. That's zooming in on one part of the earth. Because this whole fractal resonance, even though the North Pole is right here and Angkor Wat is on the other side, the complete other side of this, what would be the flat earth in that case. But we know that that ain't the case, because when I just did the lines, it don't work out on the flat earth. Okay. But if you draw out flat earth on the Angkor Wat, on the draw out Angkor Wat on the flat earth map, not draw out Angkor Wat, but draw out the continent that it will be on / island, Malaysia and everything. Well, that area, not Malaysia, it's man, anyway, / India, anyway, Cambodia. This right here, either way it go, you got North Pole, you got basically what I was saying was this Nazca right here, then North Pole in the center. If you drew a line, the northern line from those lines is going from Nazca right here up to the North Pole, and then up here to the to where would be Angkor Wat on the other side of the earth. Okay. Well, if you zoom in on Nazca, you'll be zoomed in on that circle that's right there. Does that mean that that's where everything starts at, just because you zoomed in right there and it's a fractal pattern that's right there that's self-similar to everything else? No, that does not mean that. The whole point of drawing out that circle is because you're mapping out the forces, mapping out the fractal magnetism at that point that's connected to the whole picture itself. So that's what the Nazca lines, when you saw the stars, which are the Estrellas that I was pulling up on the board, that's what that was. So you got this center point that's right here, which is the North Pole. Okay. Now, if you apply this to a globe and everything, you know, that's a different story. I know people say, you know, somatics can only be applied, which I've concurred with. That's why I say that I'm on the center line, and niggas hate on you for that. That lets you know niggas just want to hate on you just to hate on you. They don't want to concur with anything. Ain't nobody gonna want to agree with nobody that they don't like in the first place. That's just a fact. They ain't gonna be too quick to agree with you if they don't like you in the first place. This is another one that's a self-similar pattern. A real good one down here at the bottom. Actually, I didn't see that one. This one right here in the center. This one right here is self-similar. Now, if you zoomed in on one of these squares, the center is right there, right? Well, it's multiple centers all around here. Actually, that responds to what somebody said earlier in this chat on this video. They just brought up the multiple centers thing that I did not, the point that I did not hear get brought up. Well, that's what these different vortexes that I'm drawing out, my work that I kept on saying, that's what my stuff is pointing out here. That's what this is showing, okay? Now, whether somatics can be applied in some type of way to a ball through science, I don't know. It may be possible. All I know is it's something that I've never seen able to be done, okay? But I've seen a lot of things get done in this world. They can make different make videos where, stuff turns invisible. We got technology to help stuff turn invisible, literally, at least to the human eye. It's all type of technology that we got to this day. I don't put it beyond us being able to crack that code and be able to 360 degrees warp sound to where it somatics does that. I don't put that beyond any. It's so much shit that we've created in this world. Come on now, nuclear technology. So much stuff. I mean, even if you want to say nukes ain't real, just consider the most highest forms of technology that we have in this world. That is not beyond. That's not hard to do. Any smart person that sit down long enough can figure out a way to do that. I'm pretty sure. It's like trying to, basically reverb sound from 360 degrees. And I don't know. That's just a speculation right there. But at the end of the day, the fact is the center is right here, and these are self-similar repeating patterns that you see. So the center right here, if this was all connected and enough salt was there, it'll still look just like the grand center that's right here for this one. So it continues to re-replicate. So that's why I was saying, that's what the Nazca lines are showing. If you zooming in and you seeing part of what the center is, that's why everything is 8-point star. That's why I've been showing y'all the 8-point star is synonymous with the North Pole as well in some way. Well, I ain't gonna say the North Pole, but really just a universal frequency because of 432 hertz. Let me see if anybody, because I ain't even let me check that. Anybody want to come up? Anybody can. Let me see. All right. Anybody, that way nobody can say I didn't drop the link or nothing like that. So it's down there, dropped right now. Anybody want to come up and speak person to person, you can, and constructively criticize what I'm saying about this flat earth thing. Debunk me and teach me. Who knows what's right if I'm wrong? Because all I'm doing is showing facts, like I said at the end of the day. That's all I'm focusing on is facts. Who can teach me what's right since I'm so wrong? And what were those dudes explaining that was so right that I was saying that was so wrong? Teach me. I'm open to ear, and I'll be quiet the full time. Unlike them, you ain't gonna get the same thing. I'm gonna be quiet and listen and try to learn, because I couldn't finish what I was saying. Cloaking is real. I know this for a fact. I ain't gonna even stunt. This probably might this might surprise. I don't know what that word means. Cloaking. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't even know what that word means. I'm gonna have to look that up, man. Real talk. That's short. That's not usual for me. Everywhere you are is the center, the circle, or cycle of life is evident everywhere. Fractal, yeah, that's the essence of fractals. I can agree. Lay it out on the regular map, family. Let us. Okay, gotcha. All right, you on here? Hold on, real quick. I'm reading these comments. Lay it out on the regular map, family. Let us help you. Don't try to figure it out alone is not the battle of truth. Yeah, that's all I was trying to do on that panel with them, bro. Okay, laid out on the regular map. What's a regular map? Let me know what regular map you want it to be. Because I went through a bunch of maps, a bunch of flat maps. It's slowing down now. I don't know why it's doing that. What's good though, bro? I don't want to keep you sitting so long. What's up?
Can you hear me, bro? Is my audio is okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Can you
bro.
hear me?
I just come up here, bro. First of all, to give you props, bro. Yeah, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Mhm. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
saying that
you
I
good,
came up here
fam.
to give you props, bro. Cause yeah, yeah, cause when it comes to the cosmology, bro, you're the most accurate uh person, bro. That really do this shit, and not only that, but you have your own
Hmm.
right? But like meaning that you have your own art, your own thing. You feel me? That you can show people like the conception of like of the cosmos, right? Or yeah, of the universe, right? And you
Right.
could you could pull up like other work to compare with yours. But other people, what they do is like they pull up other people work and they come up with different like theories why you feel me? The person's work is not so accurate how they copied of the ancestors, which is nothing
Right.
wrong with that, right? But the truth is, right? You don't even have your own. You feel me? Like you don't even have your own. When somebody have their own, and they're more advanced, that's when you should be able to listen. Because at the end of the day, that's what you do on your platform, right? While he doing in his platform, and he do that to everybody. And he would try to call them to the point that do you teach cosmology or do you have your own? And when they admit that, or to the point that no, they don't really have certain things, and then or even collage, and then he will tell them, oh, you don't got no right to do this and that. And when you meet somebody that's on a higher level, you got what I'm saying, that have their own authentic work, and they're trying to explain. Now you wanna like shut them off, like you wanna tell them like they don't. I'm just to me, I just feel like that's the problem in the community. You feel me? This is the problem. Like is that where we feel like just like what you said, bro, because of the money or because of the subscribers or because of like popularity, that we feel like we're better than like certain people. Like even though we know that what they're saying is right, and it's something that I can't like put my fingers around. This shit is just it's crazy to me. But yeah, like I
Right.
said, bro, like you're the most accurate, bro. Like when it comes to this shit, bro, like can't ain't nobody fucking with you, bro. Like and I think like bro, we all, bro, like you feel me, like in the community, like we know that, bro. We know that none of these teachers fucking with you. That's a fact.
Man, for you to say that, bro, that means a lot. I'm gonna honestly say that because for me to be such a small channel and everything and not have a vast bunch of people that I'm reaching, but the small people to realize that, shit, that means a lot. And it's not about really being. I'm just 100% based on the truth and everything. And all I'm saying, I'm showing the facts that the flat Earth it's facts. I mean, not factual. It's wrong, man. As far as what I'm showing on that end. Like this is even a somatic board right here of frequency because we know that all frequency is what molds everything reality around us. This looks a lot like my work from what I'm seeing right here, and this is actually good for me to elaborate on. That's why I pulled it up because when they was steady trying to get at the point and Sanchez was making something out of nothing, making trying to make something not what it was and saying that making it seem like I was saying that that's the North Pole or something. That's not what I was saying. I was saying that if you were trying to pick up on like basically because basically let's act like the whole reality, the sound frequency that this whole that's going on that's reverberating around the earth and everything is like a call. And if we intercept in on that call, which is picking up on the picture or the frequency, uh, you pick up basically where you're at. And that's basically what they was doing. They was picking up on the frequency where they was at and mapping that out. And from that point, that's not saying that that's the center of the earth. It's only a piece of the picture. That's all that I was trying to say. And I ain't trying to, be number one at nothing because
And that's crazy. And to me, I think that's very humble of you, you know, to put it in that way. I think that's very humble, right? Because not to say that I so much like know like where you're going with it, right? But I'm just saying to me, though, when I look at your work, I feel like that's very humble for you to put it in that way because I feel like me personally, I've been saying that since they
right,
give
yeah.
us a globe,
Hmm.
everything flipped from a south to be. They give us north for south, and they give us south for north. You feel me? So everything is flipped, and the way what it's supposed to be. So the North Pole is not really the North Pole. What people think is not really the center. It is a center, but is that it is that corrupted. You feel me? It is a corrupted version that they created that he teach all the time. That when it comes to that big ass computer in Belgium, that's a new one that they're creating and they're trying to uh land basically, or they're trying to launch basically. But they have a own one. You feel me? They have a own one somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Europe, and there is a a trinity that how they connected. Is a trinity. Is like is three countries. Is Alaska, is Japan, and is another country I kept forgetting. Is an island, kind of lower Florida. I don't know if it's Cuba or Puerto Rico, but it's one of these islands. So that's how they got their trinity going on, and that trinity connected to their own North Pole that they have. But that's not the real North Pole. That's how they're able to trick us with this season. Is because they create their own shit, and now they're trying to create another one again because that we're waking up to what's going on. But I think your shit is very accurate. You get what I'm saying? Because yours connect us to the ancestors North Pole. You feel me? That's why I say that for you to put it like that, to put it in the way side to say that the ancestors picked it up like wherever it was at. You feel me? That's accurate, but that's been very humble. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. That's why
Hmm.
in the chat when I put like, did you hear when the brother like came out with the multiple pole theories? Because I feel like uh every ram or earth have their own north pole, even though all the north pole is interconnected. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything is connected. And
But when I
somebody.
say all the earth, I mean like the infinite plane. Like the infinite plane is like their own.
Hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, like on that. Yeah, and see, that's why I'm glad. Position I'm in mind too. Because see, I could be teetering to either side, and I see that them brothers was trying to push me into saying and force me into saying whether I'm a gold or a flat earth. It's not going to change. I'm in the center point, and all I'm doing is doing the work to prove definitively through mathematics. And just like Sanchez was getting it, that you don't have to leave the earth in order to prove whether you want. Well, I'm just saying through what I'm seeing, I'm not going to sit up and just be one block minded and just say, okay, the earth is flat. I see everything around me is flat. I'm just going to stop there, and there's no more experimentation. I don't need to look into anything else. Not taking into full consideration how huge this freaking earth is. Not doing no work behind it. Just going to look at everything when I know that if I zoom in on a sphere, on any sphere, it could be looked at as. Actually, let me go to the internet. I That's what pulled it up. That's what pulled it up. Planes of a sphere. Does a sphere have planes? The plane station of a sphere are called sphere sections. We're trying to break circles. There's that brother who brought up when I was on there. Somebody had me up and he brought up, you did bring up great circles or anything. So I know that you got it. And that's what I was saying. I said, so I guess just because they bring up something that you thought about, that made me wrong. You know, that shit was just funny to me. So somebody else trying to jump on, I think, let's hear the sound. Let me see real quick. Okay, you have fell off or something. Okay, gotcha. Oh. Yeah, it's freezing up a little bit. You must have fell off or something, bro.
Yeah, I fell.
Oh,
I refreshed my internet because I don't know. I feel like your audio was going a little bit fast. It was like fast forward. It's
okay.
like you speaking in fast forward mode. So I don't know if it's my internet or if it's your internet. That's why I kind of jump up and come back in.
I'm pretty sure it's mine, bro. I got some weak stuff, ain't I got some weak stuff, man. It ain't nothing spectacular about it. But
Now
this
it's cool
actually go
now.
into what's the name put down. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Now I said now your audio is cool now, so you're good.
Okay, 100. Yeah, this is what it was saying about the plane sections of a sphere and everything. Any plane that includes the center of a sphere, or in basically, I'm gonna type it. If you zoom in on a sphere, I don't know how to even put the question. Can it become flat? I ain't gonna say does it become flat. A small part of a curved surface will look flat. Factor myth. Okay. A curved surface will always look flat from up close. If you look at a curved surface from close up, it will look flat. If you change your perspective and zoom out, it will look round. Which is what the whole curvature of the earth thing be going into. But people have to, when they be talking about going up into the sky and stuff like that, to map out the whole earth, they got to take into context the vision field. How far is the vision field going? They don't map out anything like that. They got to put themselves in the like they were saying that we don't have no correct flat earth map. That's funny that came up. Like these maps ain't coming up for no reason. What's the correct flat earth map that I could use to put those lines over, like that brother Balance Truths had asked me to do? Do you know of any other map that I'm missing out on, bro?
Nah, bro, that's why they didn't wanna just go and pull out like a flat Earth map that you didn't know about, because they proclaim to be flat Earth head, right? Flat Earth teachers, right? So if there was any, they would have put it out for you. They would have tell you, I bet you don't know about this map right here. Or it would have been easy for them to just bring you another one. But
Right,
all
bro.
these maps
Hmm.
is the same map that they've been putting for years, bro. That's why a lot of niggas is losing followers, man, because niggas been having the same collage for years and years. Like,
Hmm. Yep. And the worst thing that they can have happen to them is have it shown that it come out. Because think about it, they ain't gonna fall easy. Somebody come up there and they show definitive proof behind it being, or it ain't gonna say definitive proof, because if it was the 100% definitive proof and it was just gonna change my mind 100%, Only reason I'm not changing my mind 100% is because I question stuff about the globe of them still. Why do they take fake pictures of the globe? Why do they go to the length of doing that shit and everything? But at the same time, I'm real enough to actually voice the truth that the math behind the globe is one. It adds up no matter what none of these flat earthers try to say, because half of them probably didn't do too good in calculus anyway. And I ain't trying to rank on nobody on that, but I did pretty darn well. I made it to AP calculus. So that's where I'm getting with them cats. My knowledge on the other, on the academic level, it was up there. And that stuff do come into play with stuff like this right here. But specifically, when it come down to it, you can't apply nothing as far as the Nazca lines to a flat earth, any flat earth map. And I can't find, I mean, here go another one that it just wouldn't work in the four corners of the earth thing that they be talking about. I was thinking about that, about FPV now when they do that, because this is the one that FPV now I'm used right here. And, and like I say, they stretch their stuff out. They not using their stuff correctly. So I mean, I don't know what's going on, but niggas trying to make it seem like I'm the one that's tripping. Like gaslighting me. I know that they ain't gonna give up. If somebody come up there and they show proof behind a, a, a globe Earth potentially behind what's being I mean, because I'm just being it's hard for me to conclude and just say, damn man, it's a globe, because I think that honestly, that's my own cognitive dissonance in the back of my got Shuma coming in, so shout out to him. That's my own cognitive dissonance in the back of my mind, trying to like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? I'm being real loud, boys. I'm having cognitive dissonance right now. I'm seeing these lines converge at ink like that, and I'm like, is this a globe or is it? I don't know what's going on here, but I'm seeing what's adding up right in front of my face, and now I'm just having to look at the reality aspect and weigh the scales and say, am I going not just look at the truth in front of me and work with it, or am I just going keep on going with this narrative that got some proof behind it, but it's flawed and people ain't going to follow. So I'm going 100% with the truth. But what's good? I'm letting you go ahead and take the mic at this point, bro.
Hey, you sound real choppy on my
Yeah, you
end,
are.
but what's good for you, bro? What's good with you, bro?
I'm
Oh,
sorry about
Respect,
that,
bro.
bro. Cause like I said, I ain't got the best equipment up here. Yeah, we got Rossette up here with us too, and yeah, man, I ain't got the best equipment, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, what's good? I'm hearing you.
Oh shit, man, just chilling, man. I seen you was on and shit, and I kind of was trying to keep up with what y'all was talking about. You got on the show with Bro Sanchez or something?
Right? Yeah, I did. I know you was having questions about this findings that I'm coming across, and you come with some good questions, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
So
cause
hit me with it.
yeah, cause I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at my little flat Earth map right now, and I know how you were showing me that. uh, that hold on, first and foremost, I want to let you know this and everybody else. My thing is this: I don't know what the Earth looks like, the shape and all that junk. I just don't believe it's what they present it to be, like a ball floating in the middle of absolute nothing. That's what I think. Now, I can't go places because they restrict it, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't believe that it's a globe. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't believe it. But so I was looking at the Nazca lines and stuff, and I put it on this flat Earth map that I got. Now that's anchor, whatever it's called, Anchor or Angelo. What?
Anchor, Anchor Wat.
Yeah, Anchor Wat. Where is that
Uh,
at?
that's in Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Yeah, a little south of China,
Hmm.
or Cambodia might actually be China. I don't know.
So,
Yeah, East part is right there.
so what you're saying is the Nazca lines go from there to the Cambodia, and back, like in a globe shape.
Right, well, yes, sir. Yes, those lines that they highlighted, because that's not all of the lines, but those are the main lines in that section right there. Those
Mhm.
all point to Angkor Wat and loop to Angkor Wat.
So you think Angkor Wat is something special? I mean, I haven't read about it a lot. I did a little, quick look at it, but I ain't really got into it. You think it's special?
Right. That's what I got to look into myself, fam. And I know that Sanchez, he's done a lot of streams on Angkor Wat in the past. He
Hmm.
so it's got significance to it. What the grand significance is, all I know is the stone carvings in Angkor Wat. Me as an artist and somebody who actually wants to get into sculpting and stuff one day, I think that I know that it got a lot of connection to Black people, which is what I was kind of outlining in my streams as well, because it's something with us as Black people that these people who run the world that is predominantly white, that
Yeah.
they have taken away from us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can I say
Yeah,
something right quick? And then I'm
yeah,
gonna
go
pass
ahead.
it back. It's gonna be very brief. Cambodia itself is an island, right? It is not really on the just like when you look at with my I got a plane flying over my house. But just like when you look at the Caribbean, right? It's part of the America's continent, right? But it is not really on that land. So Cambodia is the same way. It's part of China, but it's not really on that land because it is like a separate like island or you get what I'm saying, land by itself, and it's followed by other islands. And my thing, I think that they're all connected with the islands that we have over here. I think it loop around. I think all the islands loop around and connect with the island right here that we got right here
So
in the Americas.
so check it out. Like you see how that is on that globe there. Could you like go to that same location on a flat Earth map and take them lines and just draw them in a circle on that map? It should do the same thing. It just won't be 100 of them. It'll be one,
Okay, you said on the flat Earth map from Cambodia instead, draw the lines in a circle.
just one, not a bunch of them, just one.
Oh, okay. Okay, just one. To Nazca.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. It'll loop. It'll make a straight line. And actually, that's what I was pointing out too. Now that goes for on the globe Earth and the flat Earth. A straight line directly from the
Well,
Nazca lines. Okay,
Not a,
go ahead.
not a not a straight line, a curved line. But instead of instead of drawing it like I wish I had my finger on the screen, but instead of drawing it like a straight line, because we know it can draw a straight line from there to there, but you have to go around it, like out into the water and then
Uh huh.
back into. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kind of like how they say the sun transverse the flat Earth.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, I got you. So you saying from Cambodia, which would be right here, because the line is going straight directly across and through the North Pole. That's one thing I had noticed from Nazca, straight.
Hmm.
It goes straight through the North Pole and then to Cambodia.
Right.
Yep.
And it almost looked like a phi type of thing, because that's kind of shorter right there to Cambodia. And I was seeing it, but I ain't gonna deviate from what you said. Like you said, go in a circle all the way around.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so Cambodia be about. I really let me go to the map because I need to look. I want to be real on point with it.
Yeah, because in my theory, in my head, you can go around in a circle and come back to the same point like you would on a globe.
And that's the point I was making, bro, with Cambodia and the Caribbeans. That's the point I was making. That they're connected in a circle form. That is just islands, straight islands. That's basically connected. When you follow all these islands, you will be back like on the Americas. Just like if you follow the islands
Right,
again, you will be back on Asia,
right.
China.
Okay, so basically, when we look up Cambodia, because we got to go based off of approximation. So it's at this
Yeah.
small tip that's down here at the bottom. So on the flat Earth map, we'll look for this last tip that's over here, and basically draw on that line of what would it be? Latitude, I guess. Follow that circle of latitude, like you say, with the sun.
Punch your mouse back on it again, real quick.
All right.
So, because I'm trying to stick with you with my little flat map I got here. All right, that's right below China there. On that little, hold on, which tip is that? Okay, that's this tip right here. All right, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, almost in the middle between. Well, I don't think they're gonna keep the consistent lines of longitude and latitude, but now we're gonna go to the flat Earth thing that I had mapped. Pull that up real quick. Yeah, good thinking though. Good thinking, because all of this stuff definitely for sure. One thing that's for sure, no matter whether it's flat or a globe, everything is connected on the
Right.
bottom.
Right. And it's not about being right or wrong. We just trying to figure out what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Very
right.
good.
Let me see a map without the lines that I drew on there. Yeah, there it go. Okay. All right. Now Cambodia should be right right here. So it's right here in this area, and that's right below this line that's right here. So if we follow this line, it basically on the other side go down a little lower. So we follow this line right here, like that right there. Then go down a little lower over here on this. That'll take us actually over to Mexico area. This is in the region of Teotihuacan. So it don't land with Nazca. But one thing for sure is that it lands over there in that area where the Chichen Itza, all of that stuff is at.
Right.
And the same people who built, they tell us they don't know who everything, that got something to do. Like we wonder, we like everybody else got their connections to that culture. Chinese, white people, everybody, us African, so-called Americans, black people over here specifically, we can't trace nothing. But when they tell us they don't know who did something like Teotihuacan, that's us, man. Nazca lines, all of this stuff. That's all us, bro.
I believe it. Now, I want to add this too, because you came up short. I mean, it came up short, but we got to know this too. Africa is so much bigger than what they presented to on all maps. Like, if you look at the square footage of Africa compared to like America, you could put like 3 or 4 Americas inside of Africa landmass. But if you look at that map you just had up, only about 2 can fit in there.
Man, I be thinking about that sometimes, about how big. That's scary, man.
It's huge.
Yeah, man, that's kind of scary, dude. Just thinking about how big that is. Like,
and they said that they do that because people automatically put size with dominance, so they don't want you to really know how big Africa is, so they make it smaller. Like Greenland, they say Greenland is big, but Greenland really is tiny, but they make it bigger.
I just want to add this. It's the same thing with the Caribbean. The Caribbean is so much bigger than it is. They don't want us to know, because there is land. There is land that's connected the Caribbean not only to each other but also to the mainland.
Right. And then they can always be like, well, we running out of room. We need to reduce people and all that. No, the hell we ain't. Like, I think the square footage of Texas is so many billion or million or some shit. And if you think about it, if everybody was normal size, you can stand everybody on the planet inside of Texas. You can stand everybody in there. How's we running out of land? Come on, bro. Like, they just say little weird shit, but people just believe it.
Right? Yeah. They really do, man. They got a lot of passed around sayings and stuff, man. People don't even they just repeat it because it sound good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. My main thing with this, I know when I was saying it's crazy how when you be on somebody's stuff and you be saying everything, I bring up my work, but I
Mm.
realize, damn, I shouldn't even bring it up. It seemed like, you know what I mean? Because people think you be trying to bring people over to your channel and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
But
what you're saying.
but that ain't what I'm trying to do, because if that was the case, I would have been pulling this up and showing this on the other side yesterday. But one thing I was thinking about is this right here. The big question is coming in, sparking off of what Sanchez was saying. Is I don't know whether this 100% but I should go the route of putting this over the now. See whether it's flat or globe. I'm not taking away the Mercator North
I
Pole
think you're
map
breaking
thing.
up.
Y'all think that the Mercator? I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you was breaking up again,
You're
bro.
good now.
Damn. Okay.
You're good
Okay.
now.
Uh, do do y'all think that the Mercator North Pole map still could apply on a globe if we found out it was a globe too, or does that go out the
Uh,
window? It's only applied to a flat Earth.
well, I,
Nah, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
applies to both. I think I'm gonna be very brief. I think it's both, bro, because it's flat, but it's flat like a disc. It's not flat like a I mean to say it's round like a disc. It's not round like a ball. You know, like a basketball or like a football. It's not round like that. So it's round like a disc. So to me, I think it will fit. That's the reason why it fit on both, or will be on. That's the reason why they are able to trick us.
Right. I'm open to it being
Well,
a. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I just my thing is I just a ball is a ball, right? I mean, you can't really say what's the top of it or the bottom of it or the sides because it's a ball. It's a sphere. You know what I'm saying? So how could it be a north, a south, a east, a west, especially east? I mean, how could it be any direction? Because any which way could be like right now. I'm sitting right here in my chair in my garage. I can call myself the center point, right? Like the North Pole, basically, just like you guys can, because y'all at the center of the ball. You understand what I'm saying? Like no matter what,
Right.
something is always at the center of the ball. Because now when they talk about, but here's what we do know: the compasses point to something. There's something drawing it to point that direction. And in my opinion, it's a big rock like a magnet at the North Pole. You know what I'm saying? I never been to the South.
I think
I
it's a
never.
I think it's
Go
what
ahead.
the brother have in the picture. I think is a is a not to say like a hold, but it's like a holder. It's pointing to like a holder, right? Like a deep. It would be like a North Pole, but the North Pole when the rock that pointing up is like the inverted version of it. But what's it really pointing to? Like the brother saying south, so he's pointing to the bottom of the bowl of the plate that's holding like everything. Like that's this ram like is basically uh that basically holding all the elements, if I would say. So it's not like something that's pointing, but that's pointing up, but it's something that's like pointing down. So it's like a holder or like a cone.
I don't know,
Right.
man.
I got you. Like a delta, like like when you or a rock quarry or something. I kind of basically like this right here. Everything. See, it's all. That's
Yeah, bro.
crazy because.
That's what I'm saying. That's why exact. That's why I got it. That's why I said yours is the most accurate, bro, to explain it. You feel me? And you,
Yeah,
that's what I
man.
said. You catch it.
Yeah, that shit's crazy because I can see what you man. Look, bro, it'd be crazy because when you explaining what you're explaining, I'm thinking about my work and thinking about the bottom half of my work, and I'm looking at the central focus right here, but not realizing it. Sometimes I get lost and I don't be thinking about the fact everything is literally everything with this shit right here. So I'm looking at if I need to see the bottom half, it's right in front of my face, but I forget it's right there. You know what I mean?
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. But yeah, man, you know, I don't know as far as any flat map that I apply this to, this is how FPV net see this stuff right here that's in the center. FPV now they put theirs right here in the center. I don't know what may be going on, and maybe they discovered something that's going on in the ocean right there that I don't know
Hey,
about.
bro, no cap, bro. I got that same picture, but I got the whole totality of it, meaning that I got that going into something. Meaning, you see what I just explained at first when I say that it's like something deep, right? I
Right.
got that going inside of it. You get what I'm saying?
So it must be a huge picture, huh?
I
What is
mean,
it
not
like? More?
really. I drew it in a book. I could show it to you right now. Look,
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Cause I can't visualize it honestly.
and I also drew like this shit like a clock. The
Like
universe
that,
like a clock. There's a lot
like that,
of depiction that
that
I come
picture,
up. Go ahead, bro.
that picture you got right there on the screen. Like, look how small Africa is compared to South America. It's like they're the same size. See,
Yeah.
that's why when we lay these things on top of this, what they gave us, it's always gonna be wrong because we don't even know nothing. Like we can't stand on anything to be true. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know the depth of the lie they done told. Like it's just so messed up, man. That's why, for a while there I had stopped researching and everything. I was just like, man, what I see in my face is what I believe. Because you don't know what's true, bro.
Real talk. Yeah, I feel you on that. It gets to a point where you just be like, man, okay, it just, I'm just gonna pull back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that's what I've been doing, man. I just be focusing on me because at the end of the day, that's all I got.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing that's going on in my head. I could be smiling right in your face and be thinking a completely different thought. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that's what everybody.
Right.
That's why you be like, damn, man, like you a normal motherfucker. You was cool with him, just seen him at the store, blah blah blah, and then next thing you know, you hear this mother then blew his head off. You're like, God damn, I didn't even know he was going through nothing like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Real
And it's
talk.
just like that's why you gotta focus on yourself, bro. It's like these motherfuckers really is trying to keep us from ourselves, from focusing on yourself. Should have
Hmm.
drive you batshit crazy. You'd be trying to have all the newest cars and the newest Jordans and the right information, and the whole time none of that shit matter. Only thing matter is you. That's
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's soul growth.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy, man. But I mean, you would like to just like I know the passion of like the work that you do and Ra and everybody else, that I hear, Huey and everybody, bro
Hmm.
Sanchez. But at the same time, it's like this is exactly what they want because if they didn't want it, they wouldn't let us do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
would definitely they'll tell you talking to yourself is crazy. Oh, he crazy. He talking to himself. No, he ain't. That's what he need to be doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like everything that you're supposed to do, we as a society has made that shit to be like the worst shit ever. Like walking around with shoes on. Don't go outside with your shoes off. Your feet gonna get dirty. What? Everything else that's alive around this some bitch ain't got no shoes on and they doing just fine. But we running around with Jordans on, don't want to put our feet on the ground. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like what?
Right.
This thing gave us all life and we don't want to touch it no more. Come on, man.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. It's that's right, man. The only thing that matters, man, is your soul growth and everything. That's the I ain't gonna say the only thing. That's the core of what matter. I mean, we gotta fix ourselves first. I
Yes.
always said that.
Yes.
Fix ourselves first, and then help your family and everything. And because if you can't fix your family, first off, if you can't fix yourself, then you can't help your family too much. And if
Right.
you can't, fix your family, which is what family first that context come in. shit, you know, you ain't gonna never be able to fix the world. You know what I
Nope.
mean? So,
You're exactly right.
you know, so it's and then
And
that saying right there, it goes. It's kind of funny because it's ironic. You know, sometimes one thing I have learned with this internet thing is too with the family and you know fixing stuff. People on the internet, oddly and ironically, is support you sometimes quicker and faster than your own family will.
Hmm.
You know,
And,
that's
contrary to
true.
belief.
and that's when they say, like they say, as special people or chosen people. And sometimes you might be chosen, but your family might not be.
It's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? And it ain't
I don't
nothing
know if
against
that's be
them,
able to show, but
huh?
that's not really that's the first one that I drew and I colored it. But the one that I had is really was in black and white, and it was really like the one that you're seeing, and you couldn't really see how it go down inside into basically like you know what I'm saying, like the shell, basically like inside the holder, and the top part would be like the pole, but it's open into like the sky. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of open to kind of like the sky. You feel me? But it's like the pole that's going down. That's open. I wish
That's your
I had
avatar.
the.
That's your
Huh?
avatar, ain't it? Mm-hmm.
No, that's the first one that I drew. My avatar is like the Matrix.
Okay, okay, okay. I said, yeah, I saw the same kind of color, so I guess I got it mixed up. Yeah, that's hard though. That's sacred geometry for him for real.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yeah, them colors is cold blooded. Yeah, I like that, bro. So
yeah,
this is explaining what you were saying earlier. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That right there, that avatar.
yeah,
Yeah, I got you, fam.
yeah.
Nice work, nice work.
That is good work.
Yeah, man. But you know, I'm working on the conclusion and everything, man. I know that's what them cats was coming to, but it might not be the conclusion that people want to hear, especially
Right,
flat earthers. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, you keep doing your good work, man, because like I say, it's definitely work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't, I
I
don't,
got this one too.
I don't reject new information. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I always want to make sure we dealing with accurate information. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I say, I'll never be just flat out sold on anything because we can't prove it. You know,
Right.
they won't let us. You know what I'm
You-
saying? They just will not let us, no matter what. So, but
right.
yeah, I like the fact that you step up and challenge things that everybody just without doing no research, just yeah, yep, that's what it is. Yep, yep. Like,
Right.
bro, like I got questions. I don't want to hear you ask yourself your own questions. That's easy to answer. Answer my question. You know what I'm saying? I hear
That's
people do that shit, it trips me out. And I be like, what?
real talk. Real stuff.
Like you asked your own self a question? I'm sure you're gonna give yourself an answer quick and easy and have everybody at all. Like, let me stand up there and answer them. Let me ask you them questions. So when you
Right.
go, then you're gonna be sounding dumb, and that's what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
man.
show was you on when you
Uh,
presented it? I would like to hear it.
which one are you talking about when I beat him in a debate, or the one that I was on yesterday?
Yeah, the one you was on yesterday. Which channel was that on?
That was that was a sit down with Sanchez podcast. I think he renamed it that.
What, was it a long one, like 8-9 hours or something?
Yeah, it was 9 hours. It in the I can't remember exactly what the screen play template was, but it was white. That was the predominant background. So it
Yeah,
was about 9 hours long. Yep.
I'm gonna listen to it. Y'all wasn't going at it for that long, was y'all?
Well, I was in there and they was honestly getting at me and saying, I was off of the, I had deviated them away from the topic, all type of shit they was trying to make up and say, when I asked them clearly, is it cool to come on and talk about something that's not on topic as far as the debate? And he said it was. So that's why I did. But of course they wanted to find anything to make something out of. But yeah, I'll pull it up for you and that way you could, I ain't going to watch it, but of course,
Yeah, yeah. Make it easier for me. That's
right.
good.
Yeah.
Look, because I'm sure gonna listen to it. I'm gonna lay across the bed, take a little nap. I had a late night last night, so I'm gonna
Right.
take me a little nap, and but I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah,
And
man, it was pretty heated to it. I couldn't. I pretty much they had to jump me, man. It
yeah,
wasn't just. It was not just me and Sanchez. They had to jump me.
yeah, I trust me, I know how it went down, and I just wanted to hear it because I had thought he was doing a lot better with how he was doing things, but I can imagine how it was, especially when you was going against the grain, because no way could he allow the Earth to be a globe because it kills like 99% of his information.
That's
Like
right.
everything he talk about is flat Earth, and or he tie it back to flat Earth in some kind of way. And it's like if you came up there and presented something in a good light, and people was like, "Well, damn, oh, that'd be all bad for him."
And
That's right,
bro,
bro.
bro,
So he would fight.
this is the problem. This is the problem, bro. And this is hurting, bro. Cause I know exactly how bro feel, bro. Right now, bro. Cause this is hurting, bro. Cause he got his platform like that, bro. Like 4 years ago, bro. His platform is like where it's at right now, bro. Like
Mhm.
4 years ago, like he already like get to that level. Now his platform could have go somewhere else, bro. If he had brothers like this, right? Come, right?
Right.
And express the knowledge and let the people know what's going on. And now people
Mhm.
would know that, oh, not only I could come over here for this from you, but I could come over here and know that some other brothers are gonna come with deep information like that, the shit that we need. But
Right.
he ain't doing that, bro. He ain't letting
And,
other people come and speak nothing. Like
and you
it's
know,
like he gotta let you come in the panel and get what you and get like your mindset and then tell it to his people. Like, nah, bro, like let the man come, bro. Like, and most of the time he don't even get niggas mind state for real because he don't take the time to listen. Cause he
nope.
just wanna come and oh you wanna say this, all right, let me finish it for you. Like, nah, bro, like,
Mhm.
come on.
Cut you off, ask you a question, derail you. Trust me, I used to be 3, 4 years ago. We used to all be on. It was Google something, but it was like it wasn't always live, but
The
sometimes we would go
hangouts.
live. Yeah, Hangout.
Hmm.
And me, Sanchez, Sergio, a bunch of people, big all in the back, just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Building on different topics and stuff. And then we start going live. I used to be on Sanchez panel all the time. Then I
Sure
started
did.
seeing how he was doing people. I'm like, bro, like, and I was like, you know what? I can't even be going up there no more because I'm about to lose my cool. And I don't like letting people make me lose my cool. So I
Yeah,
just
man.
stopped
That's
going.
That's real talk. And then a lot of cat, this is the internet and everything, but a lot of cats be forgetting that, this is just the internet, but at the same time, a lot of people don't know who they be arguing with and how crazy a lot of niggas is. So,
Right.
you might think you argue with one nigga and that, everything was all cool and you disrespected him and shit and it was all cool. And, next thing you know, so that's why I be trying to make sure I keep my distance to a degree as well. I don't get on niggas panels like that because niggas be trying to purposefully try to drive you out of
Mm-hmm.
character.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I agree with that because I'm the same way. I pick and choose like how the energy is and who holding the panel, stuff like that. Um, I remember one time you was on Sanchez panel. I forgot what you was challenging them about, but he said that if you go straight up in the air and take one step forward, you'll be like out of town somewhere because the height equals distance or something. I was like, what? I'm like, no, you remember that?
Yeah, man, I brought that up to him on the panel,
Yeah,
but
fact.
Yeah, if we race down the street and you take off running, I take one step and I'll be out of town. I'm like, you's a fool for that.
hey, we had the debate again, bro. That's the funny thing when you look
What?
back. Yes, yes, sir. When you look back on the video, that one we just had, we re-sparked it basically because, and that's what because I called him out on it basically because he deleted the video. That video,
Uh,
yeah, he
Because
deleted it.
it shook him to his core, bro. Like he was
Yes,
he was
Lord.
discombobulated from then on. Because I was in the what's the name? Like, nope, Sanchez, you wrong. They was blocking me, timing me out. I'm like, you wrong, bro.
Hey,
Like,
that's
ain't no way. I was like, if he was going 600 miles an hour straight in the air, then yeah, it'd be different. But
yeah,
dude, if he go right up, it could be. So that means in his theory, if you go 10 feet in the air and take one step, you should be across the street. No,
right, right. you
no.
know, Real talk. That's what I was trying to get him to explain. I came up with so many different examples. I came up with a skyscraper example. tried to explain to him that if we talking about we on the flat earth, you know, if one level is the same level as the next, no matter how high you raise it. So one step up in the sky, you know, it's gonna be one step on the ground.
Yes.
You know, but he didn't get that. That shit was just funny to me, man. And,
it is. It's hilarious because I think he's an intelligent dude. But that simple thing, like, come on, bro, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He is, bro. He just said, you gotta understand, bro. He built his platform, bro, on debating, bro. So debating is a tactic. So he will say anything at the time. You know what I'm saying? And he will overtalk and repeat, like he know the tactic. You know what I'm saying? So he would do that just to just to make himself like look good or just to get the people attention at the time.
And he won't, like I say, he ain't gonna let nobody outdo him up there. No.
Real talk on that. Real talk. We know that.
Hey, I'm a mute. Hey, I'm a mute. I gotta say what I gotta say on my platform, man. Like, bro.
Right. And then he'll be like, chat. Now, ain't this dude dumb? He don't know nothing about it. Put a 1 in the chat room. Dumb. I'll be like, what?
I was just about to say he showed me like drop a 1 or 2. Same person be against voting and shit. Wait till voting season come around. He gonna be going against voting again.
Yep.
Same person be dropping 1s and 2s all the time. That shit crazy.
Crazy. So crazy, man. I don't know, man.
Man. But it's all good though, bro. I appreciate y'all coming up here, man.
Oh,
ain't gonna hold y'all. You know what I mean? I think we did. Yeah.
It's that show, the one, the white.
Yeah, the one right here in the white. Let me see. Right here, circle. Sunday debate night is the black man. So as you can tell, you probably when you hear me talking with them about what I'm talking about, that's completely against the title. So they'll completely start bringing it up to use that against me later on. When I asked dude in the chat, is that cool for me to come up there for a debate if it ain't got to deal with the title? And he said sure. So I came on up, but it is what it is.
you know approximately the time where you went up there?
Let me see.
In the video?
I'll go to it and I can at least find that for you. That way you can go straight to it. Cause
I ain't got time to hear all that other stuff.
And I don't know how long I was up there either. I can't. I might have been up there for, if I could estimate, I'd probably say about 2 hours. I know they was telling me at one point, we've been up here for an hour and 30 minutes. I think one of the cats had said it. And this.
But that was a lie. Our niggas were just saying that just so you at that point, so they won't let you talk. You know, when niggas starting to say that, they don't want you to talk no more. Hey, I got this. At first, when the debate just started, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, this brother got smoke for me. Y'all gotta be quiet." And then when the smoke is getting too much, oh yeah, you've been talking for hours.
When you can't breathe no more.
Yeah, like
when there's too much smoke.
Right.
Can't handle it.
Good one. Real talk, can't breathe. I'm trying to find because I know when I started screen sharing and stuff, that's when I ain't got the volume up.
Sun gives life to everything on this planet.
I can answer that.
Can I answer that?
I can say.
Sun gives life to everything on the planet, but it does not like European people. It don't.
Well, I'm gonna say this right. When you say the European don't like the sun, I'm gonna just say this. I go to the beach every year.
I didn't say that they don't like the sun. I didn't say that they don't like the sun.
Nigga just flip it on the
sun don't agree with them.
If
the sun don't agree with them.
I'll say that
as you
to
can
this
see,
elder, that if the sun don't agree with them, it must agree with them ruling.
It ain't over hatred or nothing. Look, it's been a long time to get up to this point, but the reason why I did that, and I disliked the video because I don't like how it was treated.
Right.
But it don't matter, of course. But this subscription aspect, I've been subscribed and everything here lately, especially because, like I said, at one point I felt like dude was straight up copying me, leeching off of everything I was talking about and copying me literally. So that's part of why I was subscribed to him and stayed watching them at first anyway. But when people show me enough that they don't respect, what I'm doing. You can't force nobody to respect, what you're doing and stuff. So I'm just pulling myself out of the picture and everything. I don't want his notifications and stuff coming up. And furthermore,
Right.
I want people to be able to see that I'm not subscribed and I'm not watching him. And I've been doing my own thing. And if he's talking about anything that's relative to me, that's because he's doing that. And I'm focusing on myself, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too original to be trying to copy anybody. That's
Right.
all I know. But this is the point right here. I think. Let me see. He, right there. There I am. That's gotta. Oh, okay.
Why
So
you
that's.
looking for this, bro? Why you looking for
uh,
this? I just want something that.
oh, my bad. Let me mute my mic. I'm listening to you, fam. I think your mic muted or something. I can't hear you if you did say something. You said, "Why you listen? Why you looking for this, bro?" Or something. But yeah, Shuma, that's the time right there. It's I come in at approximately 2:22.
All right.
So
Cool.
2:22. Well, a little before 2:22, but I know it's around. That's an easy time marker for you to remember 3 2s.
Yep. Yep. I get
Mm-hmm.
you. Good looking
All
out.
right.
Hey
You
man,
know it. You
anytime
know
you
it.
feel, man, I'll jump up here and mess around with you for a second.
All right. Yeah. That's cool. I appreciate you coming through, fam. I don't know whether Ross said what happened to him, but he was saying something. I think he might have cut out, but yeah, we about to go ahead and shut this thing on down, man.
All right, man. I'll holler at you
All right, famo.
later.
Ross said, you still there, bro?
Yeah, bro, but he's not. I think my mic. I had a call and my shit got fucked
Okay.
up.
Okay.
But I'm here. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. You were saying something.
Yeah. Now I was just wanted to say what kills me on the live stream, right? Because that's why I mentioned the brother, right? Because there is a brother that came after you, right? And the brother was basically saying that, hey man, like you had a point, right? And the brother started going in, right? And then when the brother started going in and kind of had him against the corner, right? And what he did is tell the brother, hey, you gotta bring your own collage, you gotta bring your own stuff. When he literally told the brother that everything that he had, right, all the collage that he had, he copied them shits off their ancestors, or he copied the shit of the Mesopotamia. You know what I'm saying? Cosmology. He literally said that he copied, and then he gonna turn around and tell the brother, "Oh, you gotta bring your own. You can't copy mine, or you can't go to school, right, and copy my work." I'm like, yo, bro, you just said you copy your shit, bro, from the ancestors. What? Why you gotta bring the? Why you gotta bring the fact that the brother trying to use your own collage to make a point? I'm like, bro, you a clown. At this point, you a clown. If you just said that you copy this collage, bro,
Right.
to teach the people, and the brother trying to use the same collage that you copy, and you're gonna use that, you're gonna say, nah, he can't do it. That's I'm like, yo, bro. And then everybody on the panel supported him, bro. I'm like,
Damn.
yo, that shit is
So
crazy.
when I think this is probably partially because I left. So did this happen after I left or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It happened after you left, and the brother came in and trying to make a point and show like how you was right. You know what I'm saying? And then he's starting to go off on the brother and trying to tell the brother, do you teach cosmology? Oh, all right, bring your own collage. He's starting to go off when the brother was like, man, that same cosmology that you have right there on the screen, you just make a point with it.
Uh-huh.
Leave it right there. I'm about to make a point on the same thing. He wouldn't let the brother use that same cosmology to make the point that the brother wanted to make, because he said that the brother trying to copy his shit when he lived before that. He literally tell everybody that he copied his shit that from the ancestors.
Right. Man, that's kind of bias. That is bias from Sanchez, man. You know what? That don't make sense, man. How he gonna
No sense.
Damn, bro. You know, I'm gonna have to. I guess I am gonna have to go back and watch that one. I'm gonna have to finish that one off because I missed all of that, bro. Y'all done brought up some stuff I ain't even see. I wasn't expecting that because I thought they was gonna stay talking about the topic that was at hand, but apparently they
Nah,
went
bro.
back into the same stuff. That's
It's
crazy.
not really there, but it's cause like I said, bro, the vibration that you set, you feel me? Cause like I said, listen, bro, when people listening, bro, real niggas always gonna be real niggas, you feel me? So it
Mhm.
was like two brothers, like I said, bro. The first one came and he was more on the cosmology, you feel me? And see where
Right.
was going, and he was making like not only making your point, but making his own point with it. Like I said, but bro wouldn't let him do that. And again, there is another brother that came again, and he was trying to hold him onto on the authenticity of the image that he teaching everybody. Like where do that these images come from? Like where can people go and get these image and verify these image? Basically on the basic question, like just like when you ask when somebody say just like you know when somebody say oh that teacher said this and that, and you're going to tell them that, all right, where do they get the source from, type shit. So
Right.
the brother was kind of holding him accountable on that same shit with the images that with the collage that he be showing, and was trying to hold him on the authenticity on that. And bro, like that shit went left, like every because nobody really liked how he treated you, so everybody was coming in a different angle and say, man, like you get what I'm saying? That you really have to go and watch it so you could get like you could see that
Mhm.
only the people only he's the same people that always come on the panel like and defend him is the same people that was defending him, but every like at least two or three people came on the panel, they pointed out like, nah bro, like it's a lot of loophole, you feel me, and what you do, bro, and for you to come at niggas, you feel me, that's bias, you feel me.
Man, yeah, I didn't even know that, bro. Yeah, that's I sure had pulled out, and then I could have, you know, a lot of niggas, man, when something happens, they'll come right back the next day or actually the same night. Might even just drop off of the stream, start up their own live stream, and start going ranking on that nigga. You know, I didn't do that. I like to, you know, give a little peace period. So I gave a little day, you know, or two, whatever the case may be. I think a day, and then
Mhm.
came back here with this stream today, and I'm relaying everything that I need to say. So I had, pretty much let the energy drop off a little bit and everything. And I didn't even know that, that had happened. So I'm gonna have to go back over there and definitely look in on that, fam. I definitely appreciate you coming up here and letting me know that, especially too, because I
Hey, yeah,
gotta look
bro.
back in.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate what you do. You feel me? Like I said, bro, it's
Mhm.
the most accurate cosmology, bro, that we have, bro. You feel me? And
Right on.
niggas know that. You feel me? That they have a low light, but niggas know they in the true light, bro. That's the reason why. You feel me? Niggas is doing so much because they know that, bro. If the light is a fake light, bro, automatically, bro, when the real light come, bro, what you think, bro? People are going to realize the sun is out. Like, you feel me? Like when it, like,
Hey, you said something right there, bro. You really said something right there. That was a good one.
hell yeah,
Shoot.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, but go ahead and enjoy your day, bro, and stay safe, fam. Until next time, because it won't be long. I won't be able to do these type of streams, an open panel for until the July the 7th. But I'm about to start back doing my work because I'm as far as on camera, start back drawing on camera and stuff. I'm gonna spark that shit back up because I just am for the fact of it, man. My channel, I gotta keep it up in some type of way. And I just want to be more consistent. You know what I'm saying? So.
For sure, bro. Keep doing you, bro.
Already,
Respect,
yeah, exactly. Doing me. All right,
respect.
fam. So stay safe, fam. All right. To everybody who came through, I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you for listening in, dropping the chat, peace and everything. You know, he did say that is a tactic. Everybody who's come through and showing any type of support, I just want to say shout out to you. I appreciate you. Nothing but the truth is what I'm focusing on, and that ain't gonna never be changed, man. That's just how I gotta be. And yeah, man, I'm gonna try to make my. I gotta I got to spice up my channel, man. I am at the end of the day. I got to in some type of way. I got to start making music and shit. I got to start back doing a lot of stuff, man. Because see, part of why the channel seems boring as well is because you can't do stuff that you could do on YouTube years ago. You used to be able to come on here and cut on the instrumental, or you know, bring in some music and stuff like that. Changes the whole vibe of YouTube. Having something simple as an instrumental playing in the background when niggas up here talking, that changes everything. It really does. And you know, I got, so I know that I have to start back. It's forcing me to have to express my talent. I got to start back making beats like I used to. I got to start back rapping and writing songs like I used to. And it's a good thing, honestly, to me, the way that I look at it. It's a lot of work, but it's a good thing. It's a stretch that people shouldn't have to go to, but it's a good thing because at the end of the day, it's taking me out of the comfort zone of that and not doing that. And I can basically, the same stuff I've been saying, you know, they got a saying about if you want something done, it's best to do it yourself. If you want it done right, at least. And that's the case. You know, I see that these rappers ain't doing everything 100% to the best, or you know, for the best. And instead, I could just do that myself and pick up, you know, where they leaving off, and not doing it. Just do the correct thing myself. Make the beats that I love, and I feel like, you know, could change the world. Make the, you know, songs and write the lyrics that I feel like influence the world in the correct way. Just express more creativity, and that's why I just said what I said about me drawing and stuff and coming out here drawing. Because, you know, yeah, a lot of stuff do frustrate you and stuff and keep you from wanting to broadcast stuff, but at the same time, I ain't, you know, I'm a very productive person, and that's what I'm trying to do, man. And I just realized that shit, that's what I got to do, man. I hate that, but golly, you can't use no type of instrumental or nothing. You get a copyright strike, and that shit sucks, you know. Because I remember, you know, I mean, they go for all social media, even Instagram. They got it jacked up. You can't use no type of music. You get, they hit you. So, but these people got to get paid too, man. You know, it's only right. But damn, golly. So yeah, man, expect that. That's what I'm definitely gonna have to start doing and start and that takes the focus. But it's gonna have to be after I finish my project that start really amping that up like that. So 2022, which is, I'm that type of person as well. Once the second half of the year starts, I start focusing on the next year. I start preparing myself, mindset wise for the next year. That way I'm already ahead of the game. You know, so I'm 6 months ahead of the game. I'm already preparing for 2022 because it's gonna be here before we know it. Because break down the whole thing into threes, in 3 more months, we'll have 3 more months until the year is over. You know, this is the fact. In 3 more months from now, it's gonna be 9. And 3 more months from the year is over. It's 2022. So that's how quick time will go around. So I keep my mind, you know, ahead, stay in the present, but at the same time, you got to look ahead. That's how you keep yourself. That's how you keep yourself ahead of the way, family. You know, it's just a little advice from me. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and y'all stay safe. Like I always, I say that seriously because a lot of people don't stay safe. You know what I mean? They don't. They get careless what they like, but yeah, right. Hit the like button. Don't forget to. Thank you. I appreciate it, fam. But yeah, let me end this thing.